Hello YouTube, Ollie the Repairo here. In this video, I'll be restoring this HTC M8. It had a faulty motherboard and also I'll be replacing its bezel as well. I will be installing a Verizon motherboard on this HTC M8 International. This means testing using the portable power bank I had at the site. It shows no signs of life and orange light blinking. Tried to connect the phone to the computer and it shows a 9008 mode after it's connected on the device manager. I start off by removing the remaining bezel. Then I start removing the screws on top of the device. Then I remove all the 4 Torx screws that is below of the phone. Then start prying open the device using a pick. It is a difficult process. This is a continuation of me opening the device as my camera fell off when recording this, and finally I got into the device. I then removed the 2 screws that held the battery connector in place. This is me removing the connectors on the motherboard. I first disconnect the battery connector and then start removing the tapes that cover the connectors in place. I then disconnect the antenna connector on the motherboard and proceed to disconnect other antenna connectors as well. Then I proceed to peel the tape again. It was somewhat a difficult process. I pried the flaps up in order to release the connectors of the ribbon cable. I then remove the rubber stopper, then remove the other antenna cables. I peel the tape of the other side as well. I then pull the cable away from the motherboard and continue to do the same thing to the other side of the motherboard, which is to pry up the flaps to release the ribbon cables. I then pull the cables to release it from the motherboard. I then pry the flap up again and also release the other side ribbon cable. Then I pull in order to release the ribbon cable from the connectors. I then release the screws on the motherboard using a T5 Torx bead. I then realized one of the screws are covered by the speaker connector, so I had to release it in order for me to access the screw. I then started removing the motherboard using a pick. It is a difficult process as the camera is blocking the way and the gasket as well, so I have to remove the gasket on the flash. I then yanked the motherboard out of the speaker as held in by adhesive. I don't really care if I damage the motherboard, and I finally released the motherboard. I then started fitting the new motherboard into the phone. It was a difficult process as well. This is me trying to fit the motherboard into the phone. I then start connecting up the wires of the antenna. I connect the other antenna wires onto the motherboard. I also installed another antenna wire onto the motherboard. It had two connectors, but I connect one of it only. I then started prying up all the connectors flap for me to slide in the ribbon cables. I then started sliding the ribbon cables into the connectors. It was a challenging task for me to slide the ribbon cables back into the connectors. I then attach the speaker connectors to the motherboard. I then plug in the charger and the phone shows the battery symbol. It's working again. This is me testing the device. I did test both on and off camera, so I won't be showing all the testing procedure as I mess up here and there in the testing procedures. I removed the speaker connector to access the screw hole for me to install the screws. However, I still test the device as I forgot to disconnect the battery connector when disconnecting the speaker, so I test the device to ensure the sound works. I then continued the reassembly process by installing the screws on the motherboard. Finally, I installed the screws that held the battery connector in place. Ensuring the power button is in place, I snap the back cover back in place. I ensure that the power button is still in place when redoing this process. It was a difficult process. seems at the corner there's some evenness issue, so I try to reopen the device. This is me trying to reopen the device in an attempt to resolve the evenness issue. I then started installing the screws on the bottom of the phone. Then I change bits and start installing the screws on top of the device. I finally installed the new bezels onto the phone. I seem having difficulties trying to install the bezel on the top of the phone, as I realized off camera there's a camera lens that I have to remove before installing the bezel for flush fit. I finally insert the SIM and a memory card trays back into place. I hook up the charger and the phone shows the battery symbol again. The restoration is overall a success, even though I ran into issues such as the screen is not even and the bezel is not even. However, after I refreshed this to a Verizon firmware, it started to have dual camera issue, which is a dual camera block issue. I tried to recalibrate but I failed to recalibrate. This is a demonstration on the dual camera problem. If anyone have a solution, please leave your comments down below. The screen also flickers intermittently. Overall, I still consider this restoration a success.